Malaysia's headline inflation eased for the first time in 6 months to 4.5% year-on-year in September from 4.7% in August as food prices rose at a slower rate. On a monthly basis, inflation moderated to 0.1% in September compared with 0.2% in the previous month. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia (DOSM), food inflation increased at a slower rate of 6.8%, down from a record high of 7.2% in August. This as food at home, or the prices of groceries, rose 5.7% last month against the 6.4% increase in August. The meat subgroup, which includes chicken, beef, pork, lamb, buffalo and duck, recorded a slower increase to 6.6% in September compared with 9.9% in August. The vegetable subgroup has also started to moderate at 6.3% in September against 8.9% in the previous month. Segments including restaurants and hotels, transport, furnishings, household equipment and routine household maintenance, however, still saw higher inflation. September's core inflation, which excludes volatile items like fresh food as well as administered prices of goods by the government, also increased at a faster pace, advancing to an all-time high of 4% versus 3.8% in August. Sime Darby Plantation expects to eliminate the need for manual workers in all non-harvesting activities by the end of 2023, having successfully mechanized several tasks across its operations. SDP's Group MD Muhammad Helmi Othman Bashar said that as a result of a broad-scale initiative launched 2 years ago, the group expects to reduce the number of plantation workers by 55% by the end of next year and improve its land-to-man ratio to 1 to 17.5 hectares by the end of 2024. The current industry average is 1 worker for every 8 hectares. By the end of 2027, SDP aims to have 100% local workforce for its Malaysian plantation operations. The palm oil industry is typically highly labour-intensive. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, 80% to 85% of the plantation operations workforce were migrant workers, though at SDP, foreign workers accounted for about 75%. In SDP's Malaysian operations, drones have replaced over 100 workers who used to carry a backpack of chemicals to spray young seedlings in nurseries. A key area that is still being studied is the harvesting of oil palm fruit, which requires skilled manual labour if palm trees are too tall. However, SDP's newly established robotics unit is working with several organizations to find a viable solution. At market close, SDP's share price rose 0.45% to 4 ringgit 42 sen, valuing the group at 30.57 billion ringgit. The hearing of jailed former PM Datuk Sri Najib Razak's application for a judicial review against the federal court's decision that confirmed his guilt and sentence in the SRC International case is scheduled to take place on January 19th, 20th and 26th, 2023. The motion was filed last month by the legal firm headed by Tan Sri Muhammad Shafi Abdullah, who appears to have been appointed to handle the review after he was dropped as Najib's lead counsel in the appeal hearing at the Apex Court. The January 19th hearing is for the Pekan MP to obtain leave from the federal court to have the judicial review heard on its full merits. In the application, Najib is seeking a review of the August 16th decision by the federal court to reject his application to adduce further evidence concerning the trial judge in the SRC case, Datuk Muhammad Nazlan Muhammad Ghazali. He is also seeking a review of the Apex Court's decision to dismiss his bid to postpone his appeal hearing, a review of the court's decision to reject his bid to recuse Chief Justice Tun Tengku Maimun Tuan Mat, and a review of the court's decision to affirm his conviction and sentence. He is seeking a panel of 7 judges in a bid to overturn the decision. While a review can be heard under Rule 137 of the Federal Court Rules, it is extremely rare for the Apex Court to grant leave for the exercise, as the threshold is high, with the applicant having to show that injustice has been done. The The new board of Kaylee Holdings plans to expand the lingerie manufacturer's business with a total investment of $800,000 or 3.79 million ringgit in Indonesia by the first quarter of next year. At a press conference today, the director said the ongoing lawsuits, authorities' investigations and a frozen bank account will not jeopardize the company's operations and future developments. According to Kaylee Executive Director Francis Leong, the company is in talks for a JV with an Indonesian counterpart for a new production facility in the Republic. The two parties are discussing the percentage that Kaylee will take up, and the investment, he said, could be in cash and machinery. He added that this expansion will reduce operation cost as well as help Kaylee grow its customer base. About 60% of employees in Kaylee's factory in Malaysia are foreign workers, and the cost to bring them in is high, Leong explained, so this JV is a good strategy. Asked if Kaylee will be able to withdraw the $800,000 from its frozen bank account for the investment in Indonesia, he said the company has been able to get funds released for operation purposes, so this should similarly not be an issue. Another executive director, Kenny Kao, said the company could also raise funds through a private placement or a rights issue. The Malaysia Competition Commission (MyCC) has engaged with Shopee Mobile Malaysia amid mounting public complaints. In a statement today, the regulator said both consumers and merchants have voiced dissatisfaction with Shopee on its first and last mile delivery services. MyCC Chief Executive Officer Iskandar Ismail said it has asked Shopee to explain its conduct and provide a detailed account on how these issues will be addressed internally without further jeopardizing users' interest by the end of this month. He added that MyCC also aims to gain a better understanding of the nature of the online marketplace platform industry and the logistics industry that provides the first and last mile delivery services to these platforms. Although the innovation by the industry players has drastically improved the online shopping experience for all Malaysians, he said industry players need to be mindful of their conduct that may raise any competition concerns and may cause harm to their users, which include the end consumers and merchants. He said MyCC will also continue to monitor the other industry players that are operating in the same relevant market, adding that it will not hesitate to invoke investigation and enforcement powers against any enterprise suspected of infringing the law.